A lot of people would say that a perfect jig color is green pumpkin. And that's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. But what's Jimmy's perfect jig color? Good morning, guys and girls. December 27. I hope everybody got what he wanted for Christmas and she wanted for Christmas. Proverbs 15:4 says, a wholesome tongue is a tree of life. A wholesome tongue, wholesome, good stuff coming out of it. A wholesome tongue is a tree of life. We use barbless hooks exclusively when fishing the lakes here on our ranch. We release most of the fish we catch. Obviously, barbless hooks do very little damage to the fish. Also, if you happen to get one in your hand, just backs right out. One little trick, if you hook a fish in the tongue, you do hook them down in the tongue and it starts to bleed, most of the time that fish is going to die if you just turn that fish loose. Pour soda pop on the wound to stop the bleeding, and you can save the fish's life. That's right. Just pop you open a bottle or a can of soda pop and pour that on that tongue, and it'll stop the bleeding most of the time. It's no tournament trick, and there's a lot of people weighed in live fish that would have normally been dead because of that trick. Most fish prefer Mountain Dew, by the way. I don't think they care whether it's diet or zero or whatever. Our tongues, when used properly, when we use our tongues properly, can literally be life-giving to those we come in contact with every day. It says right here in Proverbs, a wholesome tongue is a tree of life. Our tongue can be life-giving. God didn't create our tongues to gossip. He didn't create our tongues to tear people down or say ugly things about people. He created our tongues to edify, to build folks up. They're not meant to curse, they're meant to bless. Imagine, just think about what America and our world, our whole world would be like if politicians and the media, just those two groups of people right there, politicians and the media, could talk without running down their opponent, or as a matter of fact, without running down America. Most of them can't hardly say anything without running down America these days. Before you and I amen that, and I'll be the first to amen it, I promise you that, let's be very, very careful and not let the devil drag our own tongues into that trap. It's so easy to say something bad about somebody. Zip it up. Don't do it. When you have a thought come out in your mind and you're about to say something ugly or you're about to pass on something bad about somebody that you heard or read or saw on the internet, don't do it. Don't do it. I get thousands of comments on our 3 YouTube channels. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to the Catch a Better Life channel, be sure and go in there and subscribe to that channel. If you're interested in fishing, the new channel is Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing. The old channel is now simply a ranch channel. So the fishing is on Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing. But it's just so, these comments I get, there'll be a few in there that are just downright ugly. They're just downright ugly. And just somebody's got to jump on the internet. Don't even know me. I don't know them yet. They got to say something bad about me. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's plenty of bad about me without y'all talking about it on the internet. Here's our tip for today, and it's a pretty good one too. I asked you about the perfect jig color, and I think most people would say green pumpkin. Here's my perfect jig color, and it was a perfect jig color before green pumpkin really come along, to be honest with you. Black, blue, and purple. Yeah, that combination of black, blue, and purple is a perfect combination for a jig. Perfect combination. Black, blue, and purple jig. Black and blue jigs, purple and black jigs are good. But black, blue, and purple, perfect combination. You're going to tie on 2 jigs, I'd have a green pumpkin on the other one. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, wholesome, blessing, building people up, not saying anything ugly. And remember, I sure love you.